What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cast Me Outside, Mobile Edition. Of course, I'm your host, Aaron Scholl, and I'm here with another local comedian, Anthony Pickle. Welcome to Cast Me Outside.
Thank you. I'm honored. Everyone, calm down, everyone.
Yeah.
You don't have to get so loud right away.
Oh my God, we're already blowing up.
Ooh,
All the
this
comments.
is a live podcast. We have a live audience of nobody. There's
Maybe
a pool table.
Yeah, if you hear any crashing, that's not me crashing out. That's pool balls crashing together.
Possibly into a face.
Possibly.
Depends how intense these players are. Oh.
That's a pool shark coming to take your money.
I thought you were doing your intro song.
Oh,
I didn't know.
I
I didn't know how long your intro was. I don't want to just jump in, you know. We're in it though. Right now, we're waist deep. That's it. Balls are in the water, folks.
Yep.
Do you feel wet? I do.
Pickle didn't want to do it in a stationary car.
This is the reason. I would have soaked up your whole fucking car. I would have your flood insurance.
My seats are not waterproof. I do not have flood insurance, so thank you.
It's a good thing we didn't do it there. I forgot my fucking water out there. I'm kind of regretting that. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, they got plenty of beer here at the Boomerang's Bar and Grill.
That's where we are. That's our home base. Yeah. It's comedy mecca for all Mechanicsburg and Harrisburg.
Mecca with a CH.
Yeah, it's gonna transform into a robot. Dude, this place transforms into a comedy club, into a DJ.
Yeah. What do you think's next? Burlesque show?
Yeah, exactly. Pool table, burlesque show.
Dude, if Sven has any say in it, this place would be Coyote Ugly before the night's out.
I mean, this room is just begging for a pole and some tattooed ladies to rub up on it.
Some big old booties.
Oh my God. Oh, have you been to Savannah's recently?
I was just there. What's today? Tuesday. I was just there Sunday.
Oh, for the show, for the Killers of the Den, for Dom's birthday show.
They did an open mic after. Yeah,
nice. Pickle does a podcast with Dom, right? You do that together.
Yeah, is it still going?
Yeah, it is. It's flashing.
Oh, okay.
It's called the Working Man's Podcast.
That's us. You can check it out on my YouTube.
Just two blue collar folks. Dom's another local comedian. We can stop talking about people who aren't here. What was your first blue collar job?
Oh man. Well, my first real job was at a KFC, and we were messing around a little bit out there. You know, take some money from the drawer, throw some water off the roof at a car with the window open at the drive-thru. We had fun. But the real blue collar job was probably like roofing and siding and gutters.
Oh man,
I was working for my mom's fiance at the time.
He has a roofing company.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was like a subcontractor, so he had his own crew, and then he had other people that he pretty much milked money off of.
Pretty tough people.
No, they were from Brazil.
Oh, okay.
So like he could talk to Home Depot and Lowe's because he was like just some white dude who was good at talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would find these people who didn't really speak English, and he would be like, "Do you want to do this money or do this work? And it's for this amount of money," which he would know it was less than what he was getting.
Oh, okay, yeah, he was just a middleman.
Oh yeah,
yeah, like, yeah. I'll be on a roof, on a hot ass roof.
Real turd.
We had Amish people replace my parents' roof.
Really?
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah, like a couple years ago.
They're out and about.
Yeah,
What?
they're climbing up people's roofs.
The Amish
They're
are out
undercutting the competition.
Watch out.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
I would definitely hire an Amish dude. You know.
For what? For what job?
For any sort of building.
Any building.
Yeah. If I had to build like a shelf or a chair, maybe like a sex swing.
For a sex swing?
I wouldn't tell him it was for sex. I would tell him it's for swinging.
It's for just pure enjoyment, not sexual enjoyment. Yeah. Just good old clean fun.
They're so crafty. I bet they can make one of those elliptical bikes. What has a dildo popping out on it as you pedal?
It's like, are you sure you're gonna sit on this?
Yeah, it's for shucking corn, my friend.
For shucking your corn.
You put the cob here, and it shucks it right off. All you got to do is pedal.
You turn butter, I turn buttholes inside out. Prolapse.
yeah, you're on the prolapse inside, not the con lapse. I don't know.
The pros and the con laps. The cons and the prolapse.
You're a professional lapser, dude. I bet you got a lot of lapses. in your belt.
Relapse.
Running laps around these fuckers, prolapsing everything he sees.
I'm not good at quitting.
You could prolapse a shampoo bottle, I bet.
I don't know if that's a compliment, but I'll take it as one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pickle. You've like have you always lived in Pennsylvania?
A lot of my life. I liked it. I liked living in Pennsylvania. I lived in Texas a little bit. Grew up in Jersey.
Nice.
Going to, what do you call it?
Elementary
School. That's it. Yeah.
They didn't teach you much there, did they?
They had the name on top of the building. I just couldn't picture it right now.
Can you remember your teachers' names?
Yeah. Well, I remember the good and the bad, but I don't remember the meh.
The man. Okay, I was thinking that too. And sometimes I feel bad because it's like some of these people were cool cool teachers that taught me stuff.
This
like,
one lady, she was British literature teacher, Mrs. Brainer. She was amazing. She was a little lady. She was a spitfire, little firecracker of a person. And she was old, and she wore like a witch's hood, witch's cloak kind of thing.
Yeah, she wore a cape.
Yeah.
She was like, literature. Are you ready to read?
No, she was hungover, I bet.
You bet,
We
yeah.
would just watch movies.
She was the movie teacher.
But yeah, when you seen her out in the hallway, she would dap you up. She'd be like, "Hey, ha, 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 ha." I don't know. Maybe that's just how I remember her.
Yeah.
Like one of the characters from Banjo and Kazooie. But
Oh my god.
what about you? Had a good teacher?
Yeah, I've had some cool teachers. I was just thinking about how I'm always late for everything. And this one teacher, I always showed up, but I was always 20 minutes late. And at the end of the semester, he just docked me half a grade. And I was like, that's actually pretty nice. Because, you could be a complete dick.
You could have been failing for not having hours.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I was in school for way too long.
What was making you late?
Dude, just directionless.
Directionless?
Yeah.
After a year of going to the same place?
Oh, no. What was making me late? Oh, sorry. I interpreted that as like what made you late to graduate.
No,
Oh,
just for this class?
No, just for that one class. It was 8 in the morning, and I do not do mornings.
Okay.
You
You're a
mo-
bit of a Garfield. You
Yeah.
got the orange cat vibe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm part cat. I could sleep 80% of my life away.
You show off your butthole to everyone you see.
No, that's how you spread the pheromones. You gotta mark your territory.
Hey, look at
as
my
they
ass.
say.
That's every cat.
Okay.
That's my impression of every cat.
Little peekaboo.
Look at this asshole.
Stinkaboo. Check out my ass.
This is my impression of every cat's asshole. Hey, look at me.
What do you feel when you look at a cat's ass? You feel like, what? Look at this show off.
This is the second time today I'm talking about cat's buttholes.
Yeah, hey, and I'm leaning into it with you.
I think this is of my own doing too.
Yeah.
I have no one to blame but myself. So what do I think about when I see him? Get it away.
Yeah, I know. Some people, yeah, not
can
some
get
people, but some
diseases.
animals, will push up against you.
If you eat poop particle, that's
Yeah.
a disease. It's terrible. You don't want none of that. These cats are trying to poison you. Stay away from cats.
Do you remember toxoplasmosis? It's not like something to remember, but it's something Joe Rogan used to talk about. If you ever watched,
That pops into my head every time I go into the
yeah.
bathroom. The place that I live at, they have a cat box in the bathroom.
In the bathroom, yeah.
And I'm always, yeah.
So it's this bacteria that's in cat poop that makes you a little bit more reckless. And it also infects mice, and if mice are infected, they become fearless, so they won't run away from cats. So basically, they become easy prey, and the cats can just swoop them up.
That's what's happening with us.
But-
We're becoming easier prey,
Oh yeah,
right? Because we're pretty much big mice. That's why they test things on
yeah.
mice.
I mean, yeah. Well, we're more complex mice with more trauma.
Dude, you're at least 3 mice.
On 3 mice. Are they blind or 20/20 vision mice?
You got glasses, but
Yeah, you know what? You know, one of the mice in you needs a cane.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Are you a cat person?
I'm not really an animal. Animals love me.
Yeah.
I don't really
You got
like.
that
I like
chill
to say hi
energy.
and then go,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I'm a commitment issues person, is what.
Oh, is that what that is? I just don't want to
Oh.
deal with their shit. With
Yeah,
their
literally.
toxoplasm, you know.
Yeah. You don't want to get infected. You're already as reckless. Or apparently, like, a ton of people in Brazil have toxoplasmosis. And,
That's why they're always shooting in the favelas.
yeah, that's why they're so reckless. Or just
My
reckless, like,
goodness.
I don't know why I associate it with, like, driving recklessly on motorcycles, but for some reason I do. I think that's why there's a higher incidence of motorcycle accidents in Brazil.
It's from the
'Cause
Fast and the Furious.
They're all toxoed out, yeah.
Vin Diesel
and
got
the
'em riled
media.
You have to blame Vin Diesel for their toxoplasmosis.
Pedal to the metal.
Damn you, Ludacris.
Yeah, I don't know. Spade and neuter your pets.
What's that mean? Like David Spade?
Yeah, David, spade and neuter your pets. Keep them entertained with wacky, high energy SNL.
He's calmed down
These
since. I've seen him. Yeah. He's getting slower. The age is catching up to
the
him.
age.
Yeah. Still funny though.
Yeah, I like.
Are you afraid
David
of that?
Spade.
Dude, age catching up?
Yeah, dude. Well, I saw this thing. I saw this
What are you,
meme.
like 35?
Yeah,
You are?
in 2 years.
Oh, okay.
In a year and 3 months, I'll be 35. I'm 33, but I saw this meme that was like, you age in steps, and one of the steps is 34.
Oh,
So I'm
shit.
about to like walk into the deep end of age and being an
It's
older
probably not
man.
the same for everybody.
Thank you. That's what I told
probably
myself.
like for an average person. So if you're bigger than average, it probably happens sooner. If you're smaller than
Mm-hmm.
average, it happens later.
Yeah, well, I think taller people do die faster.
100%.
There's not
It takes more to keep you going.
takes more. Yeah, and there's more like space
Your
for
important
shit to
stuff
get.
are bigger. It's
Yeah.
spread out. You know, it's going to break down more.
Mhm.
Like my stuff's more compact. So like, I don't know. Maybe it's backwards.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm going to die sooner, but I don't think so. That's not what history's proven.
yeah. Oh yeah, you don't want to be a big guy.
Genghis
like-
Khan was
yeah.
like 4 foot, dude.
Was he?
I don't know.
Okay. Him and Napoleon. I know. Both small guys conquering the world.
Those are a few of our best.
Do you think you have any bastard children out there?
No, a couple bitches.
I
don't
left
know.
the second the gender was revealed. I can tell you that for a fact. No bastards, all bitches out there. Fatherless bitches. Sorry, you just said Genghis Khan.
You did?
You did.
When? I'm sorry.
Rewind the tape.
tape.
You're talking about Genghis Khan. Now he would have never. He was so tiny. He would have lived to 1,000.
Yeah. That would have been cool, too, right? Imagine having a 1,000-year-old person
Yeah, dude.
in history. Well, that's what they said in the Bible, right? People live for 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm. At least hundreds.
I don't think that's right, though. I think they just counted the days different. Or the years.
Yeah.
You know
They
what I
didn't
mean?
have calendars back then, guys. Come on.
They didn't use 12 months. Maybe they
Okay.
were like, half of our year is what they considered 1 year. That's why it seems doubled or inflated.
You're just pulling that out of your ass, right?
Well, that's conjecture, you know.
Okay.
It's just an opinion, you know.
like-
But
God made the entire universe in 6 days. This motherfucker lived for 250 years. Oh,
even
yeah.
then, like they said, it was 6 days. Maybe a day for them was a week. It was like a 6-week project. He had to get permits.
God had to consult. I don't
Yeah.
know what.
There's zoning
Yeah,
committees.
there's-
At the universe.
you don't think this was planned out? You think this all happened willy nilly with a big bang? No. Weeks, years.
It was planned. It was big planet.
Big
Planning this fucking attack.
It's like, do you think we're in a simulation?
No way. What?
Any simulation-y things happen to you?
Dude, simulations are fun. This sucks.
Yeah, I know.
I've never seen any simulation for sit on your computer and get frustrated for 8 hours straight. That's what I do for work.
Dude, I just quit my job.
You did?
Yeah,
McDonald's is going to be upset.
I know. There's going to be some fries outside the bag that are getting cold. They're going to be like, what?
You should start calling them, prank calling them.
My old job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or provide their number to a professional prank caller.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Put It Garlon. He's awesome.
Oh, is that a prank caller you watch?
You never seen him? Yeah. He
Wait.
calls places for like 30 days in a row. And he posts it. Calling this place for 30 days in a row, day 1, and then day 2, day 2.
Oh, they short videos?
Yeah, well, kind of. I mean, maybe like a minute. But
Like a minute, yeah.
sometimes he comes up with different characters. It's hilarious. I think he got arrested. He's got court cases for like impersonating an officer.
Oh, yeah.
One time, he was outside the McDonald's calling him, telling him he was outside, and they were out running around looking for him, and he's filming the whole time.
Oh, man.
But all he does is he goes, "Put a girl on," and they get mad.
Send your cutest delivery driver.
But it was no, it's the same thing every time.
Yeah.
But I mean, like he warms up to it, and then at the end he just drops it. But he'll do it a different way. He'll be like, "Put a girl on, put a girl on, put a girl on."
Did you ever do prank calls?
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I did. I did one day. We were going through the phone book, and I was pretending to be a radio station. I was like, "This is 92.5, and you just want a free puppy." People were pretty good sports, but I didn't really have much. I didn't really go much.
How long did you run until you ran out?
Maybe like 4 or 5 calls.
I meant for each call, like 1 minute on the call.
Yeah, maybe 2 minutes at tops.
Shucks. That's pretty good though. We used to call this like the 0 for the operator,
Mm-hmm.
and they were forced to pick up. Me and my brother would just scream at him like, "Fuck yeah, you piece of shit! I fucking hate you! Goddamn, you're a piece of shit! You're gonna die!" We hang up.
Yeah. How long could you keep that going?
Well, it was like the 3rd time he didn't hang up.
Yeah.
So like he was just on the line.
Yeah.
So we would pick up the phone and he was like, "Yep, I'm still here, motherfucker."
You can't berate me off. I'm the best phone operator ever. I think this is my first rodeo. Well, people don't answer the phone anymore, so you can't even prank call them.
I don't know if there's an operator anymore, right? Can you even call collect?
No, I don't think you can call collect. I don't know about the operator though.
There used to be a commercial 1-800
911.
ATT.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 911 operator. That's probably about it.
They'll pick up.
They'll
I don't
pick
think
up.
you want to prank call them though.
Don't prank call the police. You'll be the one getting pranked in the ass.
Wise words. I do kind of want to get my water.
Oh, yeah. Where is it?
Do we have time?
Yeah, we have time. It's fine.
Okay.
Go. Don't get distracted.
No.
Actually, now's probably a good time to do this. So we can sync up the audio. I think this is going pretty well, actually. I don't usually do podcasts with people. So this is the beginning. And I shanghaied Pickle. I was just telling them how I shanghaied you.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I kind of like sprung it on you. I was kind of like, do a podcast with me, bro.
You're like the exhibitionist of podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at my podcast.
Oh, I'm going to go try this thing on in a fitting room. You want to tell me if it looks good? I was thinking like that might be a good way to get laid in a fitting room. Like flirt with a girl. Be like, oh, do you think this would look good? I'm going to go put it on. Do you want to?
I seen a guy on a video. He gave this girl in the store. He's like, "Can you try these on?" It was panties. My girlfriend's about your same size. I want to see if they fit.
Yeah.
And she comes back and hands it to him. She's like, "Yeah, they fit." And he was like, "Thanks."
Oh my God. Good for him, dude.
I think that would work.
How do you do with the ladies?
Not well.
Are you a chatterbox?
Not very well. I got a really hard time of like
Opening a conversation?
yeah
me
going
too.
up and talking to ladies.
Yeah.
Well, if they seem receptive, it's no problem. But that's not usually the case for me because I don't know. I guess I'm not what they call fuckable. I think that's the word.
Nice. How
Are you
fuckable
allowed
is
to curse?
Yeah, we're allowed to curse, dude. No one watches this.
You're gonna watch it.
Yeah, I will. But at 2 times speed. I'm just gonna sync the audio. Make a quick thumbnail. Maybe clip. I'll clip it out if we say anything funny. We got 15 minutes to come up with gold, Pickle, to get us out of this hellhole
We
we're
got
in.
2 minutes. I gotta get a cigarette in before the mic starts.
Pickle, I saw what number you are on the list. The mic can start. You can smoke a whole pack of cigarettes and you still won't go.
Man,
Is this how it is?
don't wanna
Is
be
this
there
how
to
it is for
support?
the working man podcast?
What do you mean?
This amount of disrespect.
Yeah.
right.
I just wanted to be sure we're on the same page.
You can make it 15 minutes.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. And then I shot my shot with a girl at work. Didn't really go well. But
Why?
I don't know, dude. It's like I don't know if she's probably just playing dumb. But I'm like, yo, let's go get sushi, and she thinks I want to get sushi during the 30-minute lunch break at work.
Yeah, she's fucking with you. Because if she wanted to, she would be like, yeah, maybe we can go this weekend.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and we had the perfect setup to like see each other, and it was like a half excuse. It was
She
basically
avoided it.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay. Don't deny it.
you're right.
Don't deny that she's avoiding it.
I know. It just
It
sucks.
hurts.
Yeah, and it just sucks when you don't have a ton of options, and you're like, oh, someone's being sort of responsive. But you're right.
Dude.
I could at least leave the job knowing I tried.
Exactly.
And
That's all you can do.
And
You're not gonna force nothing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Unless you want to go to jail.
exactly. Or else I want things to be super super awkward my last couple of days. But you know what it is
You just whip it out on her. Look at my
yeah,
podcast.
that's not dude. Look at I talked about you on my podcast. Send her timestamps. So he's sending me timestamps.
We could drop her name and then people can leave in the comments whether or not she's fuckable. You know.
She's pretty cute.
Okay. Then she might.
I
be
would say
avoiding you.
I'd say for the both of the people on the podcast, yes.
All right.
I
She's probably avoiding you.
you know I hate
Don't
I hate
sweat
to
it,
say
man.
this, but sometimes it sort of is like, you know, that the one hot teacher is hot for a teacher, and you're just stuck in school with all these like girls, and you're like, oh, there's a grown woman who's actually bangable.
The market dictates value.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. And the work market is dictating that value.
Yeah.
That doesn't take away
Dude,
from
I worked at KFC. There were some hot girls for KFC standards.
some greasy, pimply, very fuckable KFC girls.
No, they were hot, like Peruvian girls.
Yeah.
I think one of them's name was Julissa. I think I'm friends with her on
You mean
Facebook too. I'm pretty sure.
Julissa.
I think it was Julissa.
Okay, was it Julissa? Like, well, I work with a Jillery with an artillery.
What?
It's a artillery with a J.
No way.
Yeah. So
Do you think that her parents were trying to say jewelry?
no, I think there's I think they're Spanish, and Spanish don't have a J, or they don't have an H sound. No, they don't
sure
have a
do.
J. They don't have
They
a J
sure do.
sound. I don't know.
Remember Ola?
Yeah. Okay. Oh. How could I forget hola? My first word in Spanish.
It's coming around full circle.
Oh man, so you've Pickles. I don't want to blow your cover, but Pickles lived a rocky life. You've lived in a tent behind a
Behind
Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah. That was all right. You know, it wasn't too long.
It wasn't too long.
No. Thank goodness for that. It started raining a lot.
It started raining. Did you have the little tarp you could put over it?
No.
No.
This was given to me by the homeless outreach people in East Stroudsburg.
It wasn't a complete tent.
No, it was a tent.
Okay.
There was no tarp though.
No
to
tarp.
go over it. Yeah. I think they gave me a sleeping bag.
Have you
too.
ever slept in your car?
Yeah.
How many?
But I
nights
didn't
you
have a
think?
car at that time.
You just slept in a car.
No. When I did not sleep in cars.
Oh, when you had the tent.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? I mean, I wasn't trying to get arrested or something. Like get
Oh yeah,
more
sleeping in
trouble.
other
I'm already
people's
dealing with
cars.
trouble. I'm on hard times. I start stealing or breaking and entering. That's just asking for.
Yeah, you have no safety net, and you fucked yourself.
Yeah, you're digging your own grave there. You
Yeah.
got to start working hard when you're on the bottom.
Yeah. Well, yeah. How long do you think it took you to get back on your feet?
Well, it's the downward spiral started a good bit before that. You know, like I got committed to a mental hospital because of the school I was in. Thought I was trying to kill myself. And then
So you were young.
no, this was boat school,
Of course, boat school.
Marine Mechanic Institute in Orlando.
Oh yeah, you were fixing jet skis
Not jet ski.
and
That
onboard
was in,
motors.
They did that in the motorcycle portion.
Oh, okay.
We did boats and boat engines,
Do you like that?
inboards and outboards. I did. Yeah, it was great until they fucking put me in a mental house.
What was the red
So
flags, you think?
I I had pieces of my teeth falling out from the wisdom teeth, and it was so much pain, nerve pain, that I couldn't sleep. So I kept taking these sleeping pills, and the whole night I didn't sleep, and I was taking sleeping pills. And then I went into school, and I was like, I need a day off. This just happened.
Yeah, I've been
And
taking
then they
sleeping
thought,
pills.
yeah, they thought I was trying to kill myself, and I
But
couldn't tell the fucking. They called whatever, and these authority figures came in and took me away. I couldn't tell them otherwise. I had to go through the intake and like start taking their pills, and eventually they let me go after like a week. But now you're got to be taking their pills that they give you, and
so
it just kept going downhill from there.
where was this Walmart at? Was it in Orlando?
No, that was in East Stroudsburg.
Okay, yeah, you said the Strasbourg outreach.
Yeah, I went from there back to Texas, where I was staying with my ma, and then they kicked me out. Tried to kill myself. Went back to another mental house, got out, and then, did that one more time, and then got released to this. They just dropped me off at a gas station the second time.
With pills.
Or no, I think
Don't forget to take your pills.
they might have dropped me off
Skirt.
at the homeless shelter. I'm pretty sure in Mid-Dessa, or it's either Midland or Odessa. There's 3 towns: Midland, Odessa, and then Mid-Dessa, which is right in between them.
Is that Texas or Pennsylvania?
That's Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, that's west central, southwest Texas. But anyways, yeah. I went from the Salvation Army over just hanging out at this gas station. Some lady picked me up, brought me back to her ranch. Stayed there for like a week, smoking her weed and doing yard work. And she brought me back to my mom. And then she said she was gonna fly me back to PA. And then her husband got home, and I went to bed. Then I woke up. She was like, "You're going on a bus back to PA." From Texas.
You got downgraded from
And I got $20 in a grocery bag full of, like a Walmart bag full of snacks. And that trip took a week.
on a bus from
because
Texas to Pennsylvania.
The Greyhound, they messed up my trip, and I ended up in like Detroit. Just getting on the buses that they told me to get on. It was a lot of layovers,
Yeah, a lot of connecting buses.
I was sleeping in sleeping in bus stations, eating at the vending machine. I didn't have much money. They comped me one meal, costing me like an extra day of travel.
Okay.
Right?
Holy shit.
And I split that meal with another dude who was traveling across country on the Greyhound, which was good because later on down the road, he got me weed with some dude that he made friends with, at a different place. And I ended up trading shoes with a guy in Detroit outside the
same size
Greyhound. No, I had shoes that were way too big.
Okay.
And
You had shoes that were too small?
This huge black dude with
Yeah.
no shirt on, he was outside like wilding out. And I was like, "What's the matter, man?" He's like, "I don't know, man. Life keeps shitting on me." And I was like, "Well, your shoes look pretty tight. Is that the problem?" He's like, "Man, these shoes are terrible." I was like, "Well, I got shoes that are too big. How about we switch them up?" And he was like, "You would do that for me?" He was so excited. He was like, "God bless you." They were like dress shoes. And he had these golden shell-toed Adidas.
Yeah.
The shell toe was gold and it was white.
That was what you had, the two that were too big?
They were great.
Like, there's some crazy black man that
I
would
ended
love
up-
these shoes.
And
you found them.
Yeah, well, I was gifted those shoes from a roommate of mine
Okay.
from back when I was in Orlando. Yeah, it was crazy. Made it back to PA, and
Ended up behind a Walmart then shortly after?
no, my cousin's friend picked me up, Jerry, and I stayed at his place for like a day or so, and I was starved and
Yeah, just
dazed.
freaking, yeah.
And he had a trailer in the middle of the woods with like no electric or running water, but it felt like a castle to me because I was just
It wasn't shaking on the highway or a bus station's bench.
I remember he gave me a slice of tomato with salt and pepper on it, and I ate it like it was treasured ambrosia. I was just like, "Oh, thank you so much. It's just real tomato." He was so shocked because this guy's living on nothing too, and he was like, "Man, I never seen somebody that like that."
I've never seen anyone appreciate a tomato. Now, do you go back there? Not go back there, but mentally, are you like? Do you ever like take a minute, like look at the lime in your water or the lemon in your water, and you're like, holy shit, things should be so much worse.
Sometimes.
Like
Sometimes the right now it outweighs everything before. You know,
What
and
do you
that's
mean by
hard to
that?
get past.
Oh.
When you have stresses right now.
Okay, exactly.
It washes away anything else, anything good or bad, and you just focus on what's bad right now.
And when you were like, when they put you on that crazy bus trip, and you were kind of with, I've seen some of these videos where people travel cross country on Greyhounds, and the company looks a little sketchy.
They're pieces of shit. Didn't I tell you they cost me a day of my life?
Yeah.
And they gave me one free meal.
What?
It was a microwave hamburger, some French fries, and one drink.
You know, it's $1.99 in the at the Dollar General in the frozen food section there. They didn't even give you 3 meals, the standard amount of food for a day.
One day of travel.
No, but like, you shared it with someone.
Yeah.
Well, like you were obviously down on your luck, but you still had a little bit of like.
Oh, this guy was down on his luck too. And
Yeah.
he was traveling with me, you know, and I think we might have been joking around before that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, hey, you look hungry? Why don't you eat half of this?
Do you think when you don't have much, it's kind of easier to share because you know it's kind of all transient?
I think it's always easy to share. It's just some people rationalize why they shouldn't.
Why they yeah. You know, it probably always feels better to share
Oh yeah.
than to not.
I never felt bad after giving somebody. I felt bad if somebody said they were going to give it back.
Yeah.
You borrow from me. Like if you ask for a gift, sure, whatever. But if you borrow from me, I need it back usually.
Yeah, if you frame it as, can I borrow this and just take it, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Sorry to get a cigarette now.
Yeah, you know what? We can
Oh,
even
fuck.
call it. What are we at? We're at 32
missed a
minutes.
call
This
here.
is actually great. It's probably me.
Aaron Show called me.
Yeah. You were calling me through Facebook. I have your, I don't know.
I have
Doesn't
your
matter.
number saved too. I
Okay.
didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know until now.
All right. Well, let's just say goodbye then. This has been,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Is there an outro? Do we have to
Oh,
like,
yeah,
jerk
yeah,
each other
yeah.
off or
Do you
something?
want it?
What is it?
do you
I don't
want
want to jerk off now. Later we can.
Yeah, it's
That's what it
Do
is.
you want? No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just thinking. Are you going to be able to hear the outro and then regurgitate it?
Of course.
It's been a lot of fun, but we're done. Gotta run. Thank you this time for your time, and until next time, keep on living and loving. Peace.
It's been a lot of fun,
but we're done. Gotta run. Thank you.
for
this time for your time,
time.
and until
Until
next time, keep
Keep
on living
and
and
loving.
love. Peace.
Peace. See, dude.
It's fine. I was trying to pace you, and I ended up dropping a ton of syllables. Do you want people to find you?
No.
No,
I'm
don't
kidding.
search Anthony Pickle on the
Yeah.
internet.
Anthony Pickle. That's it.
Working Man's Podcast on Spotify.
YouTube. No. The season 1's on Spotify.
Season 2's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Current
Anthony Pickle. YouTube.
Anthony Pickle on YouTube. I'll try and put him in the description. Thank you so much, Pickle.
Dude, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
This was fun.
Okay, peace.